Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. New York Times World News.
April 8. 5 o'clock America, New York. The Russians took their children. These mothers went and got them back. Making a nerve-wracking 3,000-mile journey from Ukraine, into Russia-occupied territory, and back again, a group of mothers managed to recover their children from the custody of the Russian authorities.
Mirror World News.
April 8. 3:55 America, New York. Ancient desert civilization who refused to write in bid to save their hidden secrets. The Nabatans, who were skilled merchants and traders, could read and write but, unlike other ancient civilizations such as Egyptians, they only left a few scraps of written testimonies.
Mirror World News.
April 8. 3:44 America, New York. Girl, 6, strangled to death by brother of pal she went to visit to play with. It is alleged the teenage boy used belt to strangle Alice Oliveira de Moura, his sister's friend, before he buried her in the garden in Arachi, Brazil.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 8. 3:31 America, New York. U.S. sends submarine to Middle East in show of force. The guided missile sub USS Florida is in the Red Sea in response to attacks on U.S. positions by Iran-aligned militants. BBC News World.
April 8. 3:20 America, New York. Chinese military rehearsing encirclement of Taiwan. The exercises began hours after Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen returned from a trip to the U.S.
New York Times World News.
April 8. 3 o'clock America, New York. Marvel superhero and indigenous actress holds fast to Maya roots. After filming her part in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Maria Mercedes Coroy returned to her normal life of farming and trading in a Guatemalan town at the base of a volcano. Maria Mercedes Coroy, a Guatemalan actress who plays Princess Fen in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 8. 2:31 America, New York. China military greets Taiwan president's return with drills. The exercises mark an escalation in Beijing's response to Tsai Ing-wen's U.S. visit.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
April 8. 1:47 America, New York. China begins military drills near Taiwan, after island's leader met with U.S. Speaker. China has begun 3 days of military exercises around Taiwan in retaliation for a meeting between the U.S. House of Representatives Speaker and the president of the self-ruled island claimed by Beijing. A Chinese warship fires towards the shore during a military drill near the Taiwan-controlled Matsu Islands that are close to the Chinese coast.
RT World News.
April 8. 1:17 America, New York. China says U.S. seeks cyber hegemony. The U.S. government knowingly abuses technology for spying and a range of other purposes, Beijing said.
BBC News World.
April 8. 1:08 America, New York. Boris Becker, 6-time Grand Slam singles champion on prison fame in the future. Former Wimbledon champion Boris Becker says he is building his third chapter after 8 months in prison.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 8. 0:15 America, New York. The 5 basic rules for designing a great golf course. The most important thing to remember: most golfers aren't very good.
BBC News World.
April 8. 0:12 America, New York. The young men of Mexico risking their lives to be Catholic priests. Dozens of priests have been killed in recent years in an area of Mexico plagued with cartel violence. RT World News.
April 8. 0:12 America, New York. Trump seeking military options for Mexican cartels, media. The ex-leader has vowed to deploy the U.S. Special Forces to inflict maximum damage on drug cartels if he is re-elected.
New York Times World News.
April 7. 23:44 America, New York. China to do military drills around Taiwan. Taiwan's president visited the United States this week and met with the House Speaker, angering Beijing, which had threatened consequences. A Chinese military helicopter flying past tourists on the Chinese island of Pingtan, across the strait from Taiwan, on Friday.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines. Sky News.
April 7, 22:54 America, New York. We were blessed. Masters spectators describe lucky escape after 3 trees blown over. Several spectators had a lucky escape on Friday as strong winds brought 3 trees crashing down during the second round of the 87th Masters. Ground staff collect debris on the fairway after a tree is uprooted on the 17th hole as inclement weather conditions cause play to be suspended for the second time during the second round.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
April 7, 2222 America, New York. 3 people dead in attacks across Israel and the West Bank as violence intensifies. 3 people have died across Israel and the West Bank in terrorist attacks as violence in the region continues. The attackers overturned car.